High tide is in. I think it's starting to roll back out from what I can tell. And as you can see, there's not much beach. So I think we're just kind of lucky that we can. I mean, there's a path over there, but it's a lot sandier than and bumpier than this. I don't really trust it too well. So on the way into the beach and that, I seen a herd, or whatever you want to call it, a group of wild pigs, which is a problem here in Texas. And they had little piglets too also. And so I stopped in my tracks, got out of the old Sam here, and grabbed my recording stuff, and they noticed me and they took off back into the bush. We were about a quarter of a mile down. Here in Texas, as long as you have a hunting license out here in the public, you can shoot them any time of year and kill them. Okay? There is no season for wild pigs. Now, if they're on your property and that you own, you don't have to have a hunting license or anything. You can kill them right then and there. So that's Texas law for you. So yeah. But I don't have a gun, and I don't have a hunting license coming in, or a fishing license. So, all right, we are 8 miles from where we came in, from Port Arthur, Texas, here on the beach. And I think we still have another 3 miles. I said that a while back. I guess it's farther than I thought. Check this out. This is a way to get stuck out here. Somebody's telephone pole's right there. And it's got a little ladder on it. It's got a little steel ladder attached to it. Well, something broke that off for sure. We know that. We'll see how much farther we can go without having to stop for a bit and wait for high tide to go down some. So far, it doesn't seem to be a problem, but you don't know until you get farther down, obviously. It's like traveling anywhere in the woods or in the desert. You don't know what's ahead of you until you get there. You don't know what the obstacles are until you get there. We're a little bit medium deep to just tracks. It just really depends on where I go over. So, still safe. No worries. Man, could you imagine coming home every day from work or from school and having to ride down the beach like this to get home? That would be cool. Whoa. We got to go around here. This is going to be scary. There we go. That was the clay back there I was talking about. That's around here everywhere that you got to watch for. You get into that stuff, man, and whoo, you better for sure have four-wheel drive. Because you're going to get stuck. And there's more up here. Oh, let's go, Sam. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Woo! Oh, we cannot stop in this. Ah, wow. Woo. Man. Oh yeah. This stuff's rough. It's all up in here. Yeah, like I said, you don't want to get caught up in these little clay fields around here. It'd be like muck. Now that was enough to make your heart pump a little bit. Whew. OV Sam, you sure you're not a Jeep in disguise? Because you definitely act like a Jeep in disguise. See, there's another one of those little clay fields. Woohoo! Man. Yeah, folks, I know I'm pushing it. There's somebody's telephone pole right there. People, keep your telephone poles in your own yard, okay? We're out on your street. We don't need them on our beaches. All right, right now we are close to going on 10 miles. Yeah, 10 miles down the beach so far. I'm telling you, I was way down here. And then when I woke up this morning, there was a truck way down there, and then some people drove down past me a little bit to do some fishing. So people do come way down here. As you can see, there's plenty of tracks. Wow. I think we're pretty much done with these clay fields right now. So I think that was the worst area back there from what I recall. Hell, I thought I was going to have to start up the propellers and shit on old Sam here when we started heading towards the water. That was crazy. Crazy. All right, another obstacle there, but we are more than good. It's amazing what the strength of the water is to be able to float this stuff up onto the beaches and that from wherever it came from. You know, just amazing. Some of these driftwood is more like drift trees. Well, the good news about driving right now on the beach and hitting this water here on the edge, I know it probably doesn't sound like there's a good point to it all, okay? But there is. The point is that if I get stuck right here, then I ain't got to worry about getting caught up in high tide, because it's high tide right now, and this is as high as it's gonna get. So yeah, there is some good news. So see what I'm talking about? Look at this. Somebody's campfire woods all over the beach. That's why it's much better to be in the right here on the side of the water. I mean, you know, so you got to go around this. Yeah, Sam, good boy. Good boy, Sam. All right, here's that big old log that was in there that we were on the left side of on the way out. And like I said, if you ain't paying attention, you hit that baby, yeah, that's gonna mess you up. So let's go around. We're gonna have to kind of gun it. Whoa! Woo! That was a little bit of a climb. Wow. That's enough to rattle your teeth out. All right, let's get back onto the beach. There's too much stuff up here. And yeah, too much hidden stuff. I know it doesn't look safe, but trust me, it's a lot safer right here along the water than it is up there where, you know, as you can look as we go by, there's stuff everywhere. I mean, you know what I want to say, but we'll keep it G. And G, I don't really know why, but we will. So yeah. Maybe we'll have to take a walk down the beach and see what kind of stuff we can find that's been washed up onto the beach. You know, I could use a good wash on the van here, especially underneath. That's right, waves. OG Ed's coming in here. Woo! We need to get washed here. Now that's fun. That's a blast. Like I say, OV Sam here, the van. Shoot, we eat Jeeps and four-wheel drives for breakfast here on the beach. Uh-oh. Somebody's driving by in the helicopter. You're probably wondering, who the hell is that crazy ass there in the Jeep? Oh, I feel a little slip in there. See, you never know what you're going to see on the beach here. I mean, you never know what you're going to see. From nature to humans to wildlife, you just never know. I guess the biggest thing that I can think of is that on land, whatever people drop or, you know, things like that stays where it's at. But the ocean and everything that's not alive going to get washed up on shore. And that's what you see, all this stuff. Where it comes from, you know, you could probably guess on certain items, but, you know, yeah, it's a problem, so why make a big, huge deal over it when, you know, somebody needs to come up with a better solution. I don't know what that solution could be other than people need to be more respectful and more careful with their trash and their objects. You know, you bring it in, you take it out. You know, you don't dump things out in the ocean and that because nobody sees you or you think it's gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean. And yeah, probably some stuff does sink to the bottom of the ocean. Some stuff. but not all of it. And the shore here can vouch for that, for sure. See, yeah. The tide's starting to go out. So, yeah, that's a good thing for me. Like I said, I get stuck, then I can, then I ain't got to worry about high tide. Now, if you get stuck at low tide, yeah, you might want to worry about that. That's for sure. You might turn your vehicle into a boat. You know, and if you think you're just going to turn off the car or the vehicle and wait until low tide comes and think again. Because the heavier the vehicle is, the quicker it's going to sink in this sand with the water surf coming in and out. All right, so we're here up to the body. And as you can tell, we're right here on the water, but I'm going to back up and I'm just going to get a little bit of a running start. Okay, let's go forward again. All right. Let's go back again. Trying to pack this down some. Okay. We're home. All right. We finally made it back. We're 11 and a half miles from the east side of this area of the beach. I'm not sure what they even call this, but we're between Port Arthur and High Point, Texas. Okay. So map it out. That'll help you find us. So that was interesting. I hope you liked the video to the store to get supplies and back home. So yeah. So please subscribe or give us a like so we know you're watching.